Welcome back to the Bearcat Tip-Off Talk podcast presented by Donahue Accounting Services. For friendly expert tax advice whenever you need it, come to Donahue Accounting Services. A leading accounting firm in Cincinnati, Ohio, our top-notch accountants strive to help you resolve all your financial and tax issues. Call Donahue Accounting Services today for a free consultation at 513-528-3982 or visit online at DonahueAccountingService.com. I'm your host, Alex Meacham, former Bearcat basketball player from 1997 to 1999 under the Hall of Fame coach, Bob Huggins.
And I'm Neil Meyer of the Front Office News.
And I'm JT Smith, editor-in-chief of the Front Office News.
All right, fellas, we are back for another episode. Let's jump right into it. The Bearcats are currently 10-10. Jeez. Jesus. After losing to Arizona State 62-68. JT, thoughts on the Bearcats' performance?
Look what you seen. I'm feeling like my man Tenderism.
Who?
Tender. You seen the old dude that he having the meat paws and he grab it off the bone? You ain't seen that? And then some dude like the dude that owned the stuff. That's something different. But yeah, we out here. We tender. We tender.
For a minute, I feel like Neo. I don't know what you're talking about.
You seen that? I thought you was hip to that. I'll send you.
Wait, hold on. If Neil's hip to it and I'm not, Neil.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know what that one is.
Oh man, I am slipping, bro. Man, I gotta get my shit together.
You gotta get together. Yeah, Neil, no. Oh, we got you in the Matrix. Got you in the Matrix.
Got you on that one, me.
Hey, that's that's the season right there.
Yep.
Normally Neil don't know. Meach don't know. You see Bearcats. That's it now. No, but all right. So after Arizona, even though they got smacked at the end, I like how they played the majority of the game, right? So I'm all right. They're out there. And you said it was going to be interesting because they're out there that long. It's feeling, we getting snowstorms. It's probably 80 degrees out there. And they played like it. They played against Arizona State. Arizona State was in the worst position than UC.
Yep.
And, Odom, dude looked like shit. He looked like Nate Van Exel out there. Like, I was like, what's going on? I'm like, he was killing. They couldn't do nothing. He was doing whatever he wanted out there. Like, it was crazy. I just was like, what's going on here? And then I don't know, man. I just was so appalled by what Odom was doing out there. And then Pigs start joining the party in the second half. It just, I don't know, man. That was the first game I was like, damn, this don't look right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Other games, they lost, you be like, that was the first game I was like, this don't look right.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's, like I said, I told y'all, this January was not, because I counted Arizona State as a win. And January, bro, I told you, it's not for the weak. And you giving up games like that. You have Houston on the ropes. You do that stuff, it comes back to bite you because you don't got no break. You think, looking at that game, how talented UC is, you think they should be able to beat Arizona State. Literally, Neil talked about it. Bobby Hurley was pleading to his fans. He said he lost the team. Damn near say he lost the team, and they come out and beat you.
Bobby Hurley was literally saying, hey, we suck at home, and we have no support.
We have no support. Like, and then they come out and beat you at home after he says that. I have no way I could paint that or gloss over that in a nice way. It's not good, man. It's not good. Like, as much hope as they gave, a lot of people don't complain, but like, I'm a realist 50-50 take out fan, like being a fan, just watching basketball. This team showed a lot of good things even when they were losing. That's what kind of made it so rough. They were losing those games. That was the first game I was like, this isn't the Bearcats team I've watched all year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know how, 10-10, you're 2-5 in the Big 12. Yeah. I knew January he'd be rough, and that's why I was so kind of like tough on how they played in non-conference. They needed that non-conference, man, to come back to bite you because you don't have that leeway in this conference, man. You see, I mean, I watched BYU and Arizona play yesterday. I mean, Arizona almost blew it at the end, but still, like, Arizona hasn't lost. They literally dominated that game. I mean, at BYU, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Houston Texas Tech game was amazing. I know I'm going on a rant. Where Kingston Fleming scored 42 points. So it's like it's just you got so much talent, man. And then when you could have beat a Houston, you lost to a terrible Xavier team. You don't close the deal against Clemson and Georgia. You know what I mean? Like, so then you don't have the equity. Then
Yeah, Eastern Michigan.
State.
Don't forget about Eastern Michigan.
Eastern Michigan. That one, I think I erased it like a Men in Black. I think I did. I did. Yeah, I did that. Eastern Michigan at home. It wasn't even like we went to Eastern Michigan and then you got a little excuse, but they beat us at home. So, yeah, man, this was the first, I guess, the Eastern Michigan game. But I thought, it was a blip in the radar, but hindsight 2020, it was kind of writing on the wall of what's going on right now.
Yep. God, JT, you said a lot. You know what?
I know.
I'm gonna hold some of the things that I want to address some of the things you said, but I want to let Neil talk, and I'll address it when it comes to my part. Neil, I got a question for you, real quick, Neil. So tonight you have the beard. So sometimes you're clean shaven, and then 2 podcasts later you got a full beard. Which look do you like the most?
Well, for people who have known me, I've known that I've never grown a beard out or facial hair until recently. I'm trying to see something new here, so I'm going to be growing it out and trimming it up, of course, but I'm going to let it grow out for a little bit. See if we can try something new here.
Sophisticated.
We're trying to, but
okay.
Back to the game Saturday night.
Man, you didn't want to talk about that beer. You said, okay.
No, not yet. I gotta still trim it up and clean it up a little bit.
Okay. All right. But, back to the game, Neil. Back to the game.
Back to the game Saturday night. I'm gonna be brutally honest. There was, in about 5 years of covering the team, I don't think there was a game that I just instantly turned off until Saturday night. And that was the second half of that game. I think I texted JT and I said, well, what you got on this UFC fight? Because that's where I'm going right now. And that was where we ended up turning the focus to after Arizona State made that big run in the second half. But simply, when I went back and watched it the second half again on Sunday following the UFC fights, of course, Cincinnati just could not get anything going offensively outside of Baba Miller and Mustafa Cham. Like we have been saying all year long that this team needs to play inside out. But the last 2 games, there has been no outside game for Cincinnati. I mean, when you look down at this game, Day Thomas had arguably his worst game of probably his Bearcat career, a goose egg. And I think that's the first time he's been held scoreless in his 3 years of a starter. I mean, he had 6 assists, which is great. You love to see that number. But 0 points from him. You just have 6 points from Jizzle James. Kirk Harisa gives you 5 points. But for Cincinnati to be that high-powered offensive team, they're going to need their backcourt to step up. And for you to get a combined 6 points from Jizzle James and Day Thomas across 56 minutes, respectfully, between the two, it's not ideal. But Baba Miller has been the go-to guy for Cincinnati this season. He continues to play really well, continues to raise his draft stock. 23-9 in this game. I liked what I saw from him. Now, I didn't like the turnovers from Baba. 5 turnovers out of the 15 was not ideal for Baba Miller in this one. But Mustafa Cham has really taken another big step in his game as well. 15 points, 6 rebounds, a very efficient night from him. So starting to see his game kind of take that next jump, which is huge for Cincinnati. But the guard play on Saturday night was just not where Cincinnati needed it to be in terms of their standard. But I think, too, before heading into this matchup, I did say this could be a game where it could go kind of one of two ways where, hey, Bobby Hurley's comments could come out and they could spark some fire into Arizona State, or it could just be coming out and Arizona State could just be flat. And it was the complete opposite of flat on Saturday night because Mo Odom simply took over this basketball game, 33 points. And for Cincinnati, they haven't given up 30 to many players over the last few years, but Mo Odom gets 33 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, was a do-it-all kind of guy for Bobby Hurley in Arizona State the other night. But for Cincinnati, it was just not a ideal situation come Saturday night. So not pleased with the outcome. Obviously, it was a big time deficit. I'm looking at the final score now at 82-68. So don't think any of us heading into this season had a 14-point loss to Arizona State on the schedule, but that's just how the season's going, unfortunately, for Cincinnati right now.
This is the Bearcat game recap segment sponsored by Purple Monkey Project. I don't know, so I'm gonna address some things you said, JT, and I want to address some things you said as well, Neil. I think prior to this game, there have been games where there was glimmer of hope, like you said, JT. Like I was always holding on to this hope that okay, they're gonna turn the corner, and I felt like the Iowa State game, right? I'm like, okay, we can just go play well against Arizona, put it on pause, Arizona State. We kind of turned the corner, but just to be honest, man, that Arizona State game was just almost like, did the players give up? There was just no glimmer of hope. I can't, I can't, you could look at the Georgia game, the Clemson game. There's some others where I could kind of twist it and say, hey, look at this. Imagine if we did Arizona State. I got nothing for you, man. I got nothing for you, JT.
I was going to ask about that though, man. I was going to ask.
My concern, man. We're in a day and age where the players get paid and they've got their money.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how the payouts work, but they got the majority of their money. You look at a Kenyon Martin, Jason Maxiell, Leonard Stokes. Those guys are fighting and scratching on the court to make money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's just a different time. And, there's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of just bad vibes around UC Athletics, the basketball program right now.
Yeah.
I think you could see it wearing on the players. And it kind of showed this game, man. JT, man, I don't know. That was one game I will say that I was just like Charlemagne the God said, yeah, that ain't it.
Yeah.
That ain't.
It was rough, man. My phone was blowing up, so I was getting hit up from people that hadn't said nothing all year, and just like, bruh, I'm just like, hey, man, I got nothing on this one. Normally I got some glass half full. I'll give you a glass half full. I could look at a positive in any situation, but this one, man, I just think the Arizona game, I just thought they'll be able to kind of scrap out after, after getting beat by Arizona. But I thought they fought against Arizona. So even though somebody was like, they lost by 20, I was like, yeah, but if you watch the game, they kept it. It was a competitive game for the majority of the game. And then when the doors fell off, the doors fell off. But I'm like, Arizona State is arguably they are number one in the nation, but they're arguably the best team in the nation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got the Dukes, Texas Tech could be up there, Houston. Texas Tech ain't up in the top part, but they're a top team. Iowa State can, hold some water for that. You got my Michigan and stuff. But I say that to say this: you play a good 30 minutes against the best team in the nation. You play a good 32 minutes against a top 10 team in the nation. You knock off the number 2 team in the nation, and then you drop an egg against a team that the coach is begging and pleading for just somebody to show up. You know what I'm saying? And, and you know, when you got to make it to the big dance, man, I mean, like I said, just win a couple games, but you know, going 0-2 in Arizona when you got Arizona State as one of the 2, you know, it's like it's disappointing, man. This is how they look too. It looked uninspiring. I don't know how they look tomorrow. You know, tomorrow against Baylor, or AKA today. Because I know when it comes out, it'll be the same day, but it doesn't get easier. I mean, Baylor isn't one of the better teams, but you should have beat Arizona State. So you can't take Baylor for granted. They have a hell of a coach. Don't try to jump the gun. But then you got Houston at Houston. And Houston just lost recently. So
they're going to be ready.
So, you know, at home, they not going to take nothing. I mean.
And I don't think Sampson feels like they played well versus us at Cincinnati. So you know he's going to try to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's going to try.
Yep.
Yeah. He's going to be like a boa constrictor. He is going to try to press. It's going to be
a matchup like that. If Kingston Fleming's dropped 42 versus Texas Tech, and you now have a freshman who's playing the best ball of his career and playing like a projected lottery pick, it's going to be interesting to see if Kelvin just kind of lets him off the leash a little bit more and play to his full ability that we saw versus Texas Tech as well.
Yeah, and my apologies. When I was reading through the recap, I accidentally said the wrong score. The Bearcats lost 68-82.
Yeah.
I just realized that I said it the wrong way. So now here's my concern. Well, shit, I've had concerns, but let's look at this from like the Titanic completely sinking.
Yeah.
Okay? If we lose at home versus Baylor, then you go to Houston. We're not winning at Houston.
Nope.
And that could get Masterpiece shoe ugly.
Yeah.
Man, I'm concerned about that because then you turn around.
Shabba Ranks ugly.
That's the love, man. It's the ugly man.
Hey, did you hear that? Did you see the thing when Marlon Wayans said he wanted to fight him for that because of that?
He wanted to fight. He wanted to fight the Wayans brothers for that.
Yeah, he wanted to fight him because of that.
Wow, that's
you gotta see. Yeah, he said he wanted to fight him because of that.
What's that on? Is it interview?
It's an interview. I seen him. It was within the last couple of months. He had posted it. I don't know if it was he was on Club Shay on Shannon Sharp's, or if he was something else.
Oh, Marlon Wayans was
Marlon Wayans was talking about it. He said
that Shabba wanted to
fight them because of that. Like when he saw him, like he tried to like run up on him. And they were like laughing. Yeah.
Hey,
because it's like 1,000. Like they don't even need security with the Wayans. There's so many of them. So
there's 100 of them dudes.
There's 1,000 of them. They're like make the Wu-Tang Clan look like nothing.
Sure.
But
Mr. Ugly
man. But it's ugly. Tyrone Hill, Sam Cassell. You know what I'm saying? It's real ugly, right? It's getting real.
Wait, JT, hold on. We've got to do the test.
It's coming, and the answer is no.
Neil has no idea who Shabba Ranks is.
Oh,
Neil, you gotta look at Shabba Ranks, man.
Yeah.
He had the Gumby like Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
Oh, man, that was great. Oh man.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, JT. I was still in the thunder, man.
No, that was my fault. I kicked in on your flow. But when you said Master P, then it triggered me. Go ahead.
It triggers you. So if we lose at home to Baylor tomorrow, and then go to Houston, get killed. Then you turn around, you play West Virginia at home, I believe.
Yeah.
Man, it's gonna be a ghost town and booze. And
Man.
that West Virginia game is on a Thursday night, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Bro, there will be nobody there.
Yeah.
Thursday, cold. It's supposed to
Yeah.
be cold that week.
Yeah.
It could get in West. You could feel. I mean, West sounded very defeated in the post game.
Yeah. Yep. I watched it twice. I was like, yeah. Yeah, you could feel it. You could definitely like the vibe was like, yeah, it's real sobering. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Yep, not good. Not good right now in Bearcat Nation. And this was the Bearcat Game Recap segment sponsored by Purple Monkey Project. The Purple Monkey Project was formed following the tragic loss of 10-year-old Reagan Banas in May of 2021. Reagan was a ray of sunshine who lit up every room. The Purple Monkey Project is named after Reagan's favorite stuffed animal and seeks to keep Reagan's spirit alive by being a ray of light in the community and promoting random acts of kindness. By providing scholarships and other financial support of youth and youth-centered charities in Southwest Ohio, the Purple Monkey Project seeks to pay it forward, all in the name of Reagan. To learn more about the Purple Monkey Project, please visit purplemonkeyproject.org or visit them on Facebook at Purple Monkey Project. This Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., which is an odd start time. I don't remember a Bearcat game during the week starting at 6:30, but this Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., the Bearcats take on Baylor in the beautiful Fifth Third Arena. You listen to the Bearcat Tip-Off Talk podcast presented by Donahue Accounting Services. Let's jump into the Big O segment sponsored by Oakley Greens. In this segment, we cover players to watch and key matchups. JT, we'll start with you.
Hey, man, only person I can trust right now is Baba Miller, man. I'm going with Baba right now. He's been killing. He's been playing pretty consistent. He's got to keep rolling. Hopefully, he can cut his turnover down, but hopefully, he can, slap up a double against Baylor. They're gonna need rebounding, and then he got to be aggressive on offense like he's been doing. So, going with Baba, man.
Let me say something. So, you've got to think if you are Baba Miller, you have to look at it from a couple different perspectives. He has to play his ass off the rest of the season because this NBA draft coming up is loaded.
Yes,
loaded.
It's got a chance to be generational.
Man, like I'm sitting there. I know you guys saw my tweet about AJ.
Yeah.
Being, so for those who didn't see it, I said that I think AJ from BYU advance is the number one pick in the draft, in my opinion. If I was the NBA guy, because I think of his ceiling, his IQ, like his coach was talking about his IQ the other day. He went from having one of his worst college games to he turns around and has, what do you have, 43?
Yeah, 43.
43. And that day in college basketball was nutty because you had 5 freshmen that scored 30 plus with 3 of them scoring 40 or more. Like this class is legit loaded.
Yeah. It is loaded. And so then you go look at Peterson from Kansas. I mean, this dude, there are times when I think he's the best player in college basketball.
Yeah.
But then I think long term, man, AJ I just see the Tracy McGrady and I'm like, yo, man, that kid's just going to be if he gets with the right team. And by the way, shout out Peterson. His dad went to West High, right?
Not for real.
Yes, his dad played at West High.
I didn't know that.
He's from Ohio. Darren's from Ohio.
I knew that, but I didn't know the dad played at West High.
Yeah, right. So he played at West High because I coached against him when I was coaching at Walnut Hills. We played West High, and they would smoke us every time. He went on to play at Akron. That's how they ended up in
Cleveland.
Okay.
Yeah. So
because Darren went to Spire for a little bit.
What?
Didn't Darren go to Spire for a little bit?
I don't know that.
I think he went to Spire for a year early in his high school career, if I remember right.
I don't know his path, the Suns, because he's got another one. He's got another kid too. I'm just not as familiar with their path, but yeah, he's a natty guy, man.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I knew he had Ohio tied. I didn't know. Yeah, I ain't know Cincy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Small world, man.
Sorry to drift off, but just kind of bring it back to what I was talking about. JT is if I'm Baba, like I gotta play my ass off because this draft is just too loaded, man. I mean, Neil just rattled off the freshmen that are so good, and then that doesn't even. I mean, there's guys overseas.
Yeah.
The foreign players you got to put in there too, and if you look at the NBA right now, I don't know what foreign. The last how many MVPs have been foreign players?
A good amount.
Yeah,
right?
He's probably last.
I think the last
five maybe.
Yeah. You have Jokic, you have Giannis, you have
SGA. It's foreign technically.
SGA,
Yep.
I think there's four or five.
And then you got like Wemby's on his way. You know what I'm saying? So so NBA scouts are like, we've got to get these foreign guys, but you can't ignore the talent of these freshmen that are hooping right now in the college level. But so I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like.
No, it's a good talking point too, Meach, because now that we're talking about it, if Cooper Flagg was in this high school class right now, I don't think he would be the number 1 overall pick. I don't think
in his college draft.
Yeah, this draft upcoming, because remember, Coop reclassified.
Yeah.
So he should be going out this year.
Yeah.
And he reclassified because of how talented this class is. I mean, AJ's a generational talent. Darren's a generational talent. Keaton Wadler's a generational talent. Like, there are so many good prospects in this class where Cooper Flagg might have been 4 or 5. So, I mean, him reclassifying and going number 1 last year was smart for him because he probably wouldn't have gone number 1 this year.
That's a fair point.
True.
I mean, because if I'm an NBA guy, I'm still taking AJ over Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
And Coop's doing well, man. I watched the Lakers the other night. He's bringing the ball up the court.
There's kind of the same players. Just AJ is like what, 3 inches taller and a little bit more physical.
AJ's 6'8", I believe. I think Peterson's like 6'6", kind of like.
Yeah, Peterson's 6'6", but I was talking to Cooper and AJ.
Cooper's 6'8", ain't it? He's 6'8", 6'9". Ain't Cooper 6'8", 6'9"?
Yeah, he's up there. He should be close. Look that up now. I think he's close to 6'8".
Yeah. Cooper. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cooper's at least 6'8" for sure.
Yeah, but yeah. So back to the point, man. I mean, Baba Miller's got to continue to ball out if he wants to, make it professionally. It's tough. It's the wrong draft too, because he can't play another year, right?
Nope.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because they say he moved up the board, so.
I think they have him at like 55 right now.
So, he might get a shot. But yeah, he got to keep balling though. He can't allow what the team's doing affect how he plays because he's playing against people that are going to get drafted. So if he balls out like he's been balling, he'll have a better chance. He can't go to start playing 10-5s and because you see he's losing or not playing well, he can't go and be like, hey, F it, I got paid. He got to keep rolling because he might have a chance at the big bag.
That's that you hit on the head. The big bag. Exactly. Neil?
Yeah, so my players to watch in this matchup, obviously going with the Baylor side of it, I'm very curious to see how Dan Skillings takes this homecoming and how well does he perform, obviously, in his first game back at Cincinnati following the transfer. And he's having a great year for Baylor right now. He's kind of teetered off a little bit, but after a good start, but he's still averaging 10 and 7 a game roughly for Baylor. So he's going to be a player to keep an eye on. And then you have 2 of the best backcourt players right now. And Cameron Carr has been fantastic for Baylor, and he has climbed up draft boards as well for Arizona or for Baylor right now. He's a 6'5" guard averaging 20 points a game, and he's averaging 6 rebounds. So this is a guy who can do it all, really stepping into that lead guy for Baylor. And then you have Tunde Usesefu, who is a top 25 player coming out of high school last year, true freshman as well for Arizona or for Baylor. So this is a younger Baylor team but they have a lot of talent between those two guys with Yesufu and Cameron Carr. And I actually had the chance to interview Yesufu out at Big 12 Media Days, and he is when you look at like point guards in the Big 12, you kind of always kind of think about like, okay, maybe they're like 6'3", maybe 205 range, but Yesufu is every bit of that 6'5", 220-pound frame that he has, and he is physical. This is a Baylor team that is very physical, especially at that guard position. So those two guys are going to cause problems, and it's going to be interesting to see how does Dan Skillings play in his homecoming to Cincinnati as well. So those are my 3 players to keep an eye on for Baylor.
The Big O segment is sponsored by Oakley Greens. So I'm going to say Day. Day, I think, has had the last 2 games some of his worst performances of the year. Maybe at one point is one of the worst performances of his Bearcat career. And he's got to be the leader. He's got to step up. Now, I know what happens sometimes as a leader. You don't always play a great game, and you can still be a leader. But I think he has to play well on court and also lead this basketball team, being the guy who's played the most games in a Bearcat uniform right now. So I'm looking out for Day to have a big game, be the leader. And he knows their backs are against the wall. He knows the trouble this basketball team is in right now. And I think he could be one of the main people to kind of keep things together, hopefully. The Big O segment is sponsored by Oakley Greens. Oakley Greens, the ultimate spot to catch your hometown team in every big game. With 6 giant LED screens and TVs at every angle, it's more than a sports bar. It's your entertainment headquarters. All the sports, all the time, all at Oakley Greens. Located in Oakley Station next to the cinemas. You can check them out, oakleygreens.com. You're listening to the Bearcat Tip-Off Talk podcast presented by Donahue Accounting Services. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what time is it? It is time for the name game with Neil Meyer. Shirley, but Burley, but no.
We had to retire the dancing Meach because once we started doing it, that's when the losing streak kind of started.
Well, the fact you call it dancing is one thing we need to discuss at some point. That's one. 2, can you name the name game song? What is the name of the artist?
Oh, you said this last week.
I did. Don't know. I see you typing, bro.
I know. I'm looking.
You know how I know you were typing? Because you do this. You're like, you do this like thing. Like, you're typing, bro.
It's Shirley Ellis, though.
No, see, you didn't know that, bro. You didn't know that.
I had to Google to get the reminder.
That's terrible.
You were singing it in the gym, I heard today.
Well, I was bumping it for show. You know I was. I was like, the name game, nana. People are looking at me. All right, the name game with Neil Meyer. We take a look at the opposing team's roster. So in this case, we're going to look at Baylor, and we try to get Neil to pronounce the names of some of these players. Now, some of the names are unique. Some of the names are just crazy, and some of the names are familiar names, cool names. So, Neil, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's start off with number 2.
Number 2 is Will Kendall.
Say it again.
Will Kendall.
All right, we got an ear here. You ready?
Let's hear it.
Will Kirkendall.
What? Kirkendall? What? That's crazy.
Let me try it again. Hold on.
Will Kirkendall.
Bro, I don't see that.
I don't see that one.
That's not even spelled the way he's. Let's try one more time.
Will Kirkendall.
No, there's no R there.
No, there's no R. That's crazy.
There's no R at all.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Right,
oh, that's crazy. That's wild.
Number 5.
Number 5 is Obi Agbim.
Obi Agbim.
Obi
Agbim.
Wow. Say that 3 times real fast, Neil. Ready? Go.
Obi Agbim.
And that wasn't even fast, bro. That was like jogging, man. Try it again. really fast. Say it. Ready? Go.
Ogby Agben. It's the setup.
Oh, shit.
Oh, all right. Are you ready for the
Yes,
next
sir.
one? All right. This one's not necessarily a crazy name, but more so a familiar name. Number 7.
I was curious if you had skipped this one because looking at this roster, Meach, I totally forgot that Andre Iguodala's son plays for Baylor.
Yep. He sure does.
Did too.
Yep. 6'7". Oh, you know what? I forgot to. And I'm sorry to go back to that draft thing. Is Gilbert Arenas' son going out this year?
Oh no, he just came back.
He just came back after tearing a meniscus.
Hey, that dude. Whew,
Yeah,
man.
he gonna be a steal. Yeah,
Pre-injury, he was, man.
yeah.
Anyway, as we talk about NBA players' sons. Okay,
Yeah.
let's look at number 12.
Number 12 is Michael Rataj.
Michael Ratai.
Oh,
Hi, the J silent.
and the way he says Michael too. Listen,
Michael Ratai.
my God, my God.
He's got that German accent to it.
He sure does. Where's he from? Can you read that? What school and stuff?
Ratio Farm Ulm.
That's wild. All right, number 13.
Number 13 is James Goodis.
James Goodis.
Okay,
With a guess.
he's from Winter Park. That's where Austin Rivers.
Oh, word. That's word.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Okay.
He was from Winter Park.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, number 15.
Number 15 is Mayo Soyoye.
Soy sauce. All right.
Mayo Soyoye.
He's a Mayo. He was not excited about saying his name.
At all.
Mayo Soyoye.
Say it, Neil. Try it again.
Mayo Soye.
No, I don't think that was. All right, number 20.
Number 20 is Michael Perez.
And the way Michael is, if that's how you say it, is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it's super crazy.
Maikcol.
Like cool.
Cool. Where's he from, Neil? Could you read that?
Bassano del Grappa, Italy.
Read the school.
Orange One Bassano.
That's wild.
Wow.
The one is
It's
actually
crazy.
in the word orange.
Yeah, it's like orange one.
Orange one. Man, I tell you what, it's so. I wonder if these foreign they probably look at our stuff too. Like, man,
Yeah,
that's
like this is trash.
yeah.
Oh, Gibbs, what?
Neil Meyer.
Yeah,
All right, number 21.
Number 21 is Jocelyn Bodo.
Jocelyn Bodo.
The way he says that little pause. Hold on.
Jocelyn Bodo.
Bodo.
Oh, all right. Number 24, Kobe number 24.
Number 24 is Tunde Yesufu.
Tunde Yesufu.
Yep, you got that. You knew that one. All right, and last but not least, number 46.
The guy who simply destroyed the NCAA in college athletics, James Njai.
Oh,
Yep.
this dude, he was.
This is the guy that ruined the G League, coming to college, everything.
Oh man, it's G League shorty, huh?
This is G League shorty right here.
Hey, he's only averaging 1 point a game. I don't know if you guys knew that. So
That's crazy.
We have to. Even the schools have to have some kind of decorum about this, something bro, dog, you gotta go overseas. It's over. You get a job, go overseas. I don't know, be a GA if you gonna want to keep hooping. But coming back, it's crazy. That's like me right now being you know what? I'm about to go back to high school. But people be doing that though. I'm gonna go to high school.
You know what? I'm gonna go hoop.
I'm gonna go hoop. I'm a junior in high school. I transferred in from Texas.
Did you see that video of that? The team, I forget what team it was. It was like a high school team.
Not all right. Oh,
It was a female team. It was,
okay.
it was a women's team. Girls, I think it was like high school. They were playing like a Saturday game. You see this? The coach played.
Yes. She was.
I did not see that. That's
She was
crazy.
She was killing them too. She was like,
I'm like,
she was going crazy.
it was an official game, Neil.
She
They
was,
were referee, like it was a real game, and she had on a uniform and
she
was
was killing. Like she was.
She was calling the plays herself.
No, she
all-
was balling though. Like she was like, I think she had like 30 points. Like she was going like she was balling. Like
She was calling the ISO from the top of the key.
No, she was
during
really
the timeout,
balling.
she was writing down all the plays on the clipboard, saying this is what they got to do better.
huh?
She was balling too.
That was the wildest. I had to like rewind it back. Like,
Yeah,
there's
that's
no
because-
way that's real. And I'm like, that's insane.
Yeah, that was random. But yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, but they gotta do something. NCAA gotta do something about this though, man. Because if you want you to go pro, like now, okay, this is what I think they gotta do. Let them come out, like forget one and done. You allowed to come out of high school, go out of high school, go to the league if you want. If you're that good, go to the league. Ain't no coming back though. You can go, but then you go to college, you gotta stay at least 2.
Also,
But I don't even think though. But I don't even know now but they got to stop this. People, I was in the G League for 5 years. Now
and that's
I
what
got 2
we're
years
looking
left.
at with Alabama too, because they have that Charles Bediako guy who played 2 years, then went out into the league, and he just came back and he's getting a restraining order now. He just got it extended. But this was a guy who was averaging 5 points as a sophomore and said, yeah, I'm going to go to the draft. You're averaging 5 points as a sophomore. Don't know why you thought going to the draft was a good advice in that point, but whoever his agent was there got himself a bag, and then now college athletics is so broken, allowed him to come back and got an even bigger bag for him to come back to college athletics. It's crazy.
Yeah, they gotta get some guardrails up, man. Because they gotta control the transfer, like the times, like the freedom of transfer per se, I think. And then they gotta. There's ways to get around it, I feel like, but it'd be harder, which is cool. But I think it'll give like some more stability. But the people coming back from being a pro, like, dog, you literally got drafted in the first round. It's over. Like, it's either stick it out or you need to go overseas if you don't feel like your trajectory in the NBA.
Mm-hmm. Imagine being in college for like 3 years and then go, you know what? I'm gonna go back to my high school's prom.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, you know what, Coach, I could play now. Run senior night.
I wonder what kind of signs the UC student section are going to bring in tomorrow. Because last year when this happened and Mikey Williams committed, that was 2 years ago. It was right after Mikey Williams had all that legal stuff happen. He signed to go to UCF. They had a sign after Mikey was battling with all the legal stuff. They had a sign there that said Mikey Williams doubtful to play tonight due to ongoing legal battles or something in the student section. So with that sign, I'm curious if they get creative and take a shot at Njai and the NCAA for being broken. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of reaction he gets from the fans or whatnot. But man, going to the G League and coming back to college is crazy.
It is. Well, let's jump into the Kenyon segment. This is where we cover the keys to the game. JT, we're going to start with you.
All right, I'm gonna be simple, man. Just get a crowd something to cheer about because they're gonna be booing as soon as they get announced. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of boos at Fifth Third Arena. I think even if they come out decent, I think they still will boo just because of how the season is going. But hopefully, they can give these guys something to give the crowd something to cheer about. Man, that's all I got.
You think the boos for West are going to be like crazy loud, like louder than they've ever been?
Yeah, I think if I was a betting man, I think it's going to be almost like they're going to be so loud. I think it's going to sound like a great play. diving on the floor or alley-oop type. I think it's gonna be that loud. It's
Yeah.
possibility. It could be. I hope not, but they're gonna. I'm pretty sure, man. I mean,
What type of crowd do you think we'll have tomorrow?
ooh, against Baylor.
Wednesday,
With-
6:30 game too.
With this weather, I think it will look like we're playing a non-Big 12 team.
Yeah,
It doesn't have cachet for the most part.
yeah,
Yeah, I think it'll be about half full.
yeah. Neil?
Yeah, my key to the game is for Cincinnati, they have to win the rebounding margin. Obviously, that's something Wes Miller is very big on, is rebounding the basketball. But in a physical matchup like this with Baylor, a team who's very well coached in Scott Drew, he does a fantastic job. And his guys play physical. They play hard. They love to rebound the basketball. But Cincinnati is going to have to get help in that effort from guys other than Baba Miller and Mustafa Cham. And in the last few games, those were two guys who brought in most of those rebounds. So if they want to win this game, they're going to need some help, and they're going to have to win the Battle of the Glass. Now, if they can win the Battle of the Glass, this could be a game Cincinnati could win. But if they lose the glass, this is going to be a game that's going to be favored for Baylor, of course, to say the least. Because if anytime you lose the Battle of the Glass, teams arguably lose. And that's been the key for Cincinnati all year. When they have won the Battle of the Glass, they have won. When they've lost the rebounding margin, they have lost. So for them my key for this game is you have to find a way to win that margin of the rebounding margin.
Well, fellas, I don't know that I have a key to the game. I mean, JT, man, after that Arizona State game, I don't know. I don't know what to. I don't know if I said my player to watch was Day, and if he leads and brings the energy, I have some faith. Like I said before, if they lose this game, whoo, it's going to be tough. It's going to be really, really tough sledding. I don't even know, man. I'm trying to. They just got to figure it out, man. They got to decide: are we going to hoop? Are we going to come out here and win? Are we cool with just getting the money? Like we said, Baba's going to play. He needs a bigger bag.
Yeah.
I don't know. You wonder too if guys are starting to think about the portal.
Yeah.
And if they're being contacted by other schools already. So let's say that, you got somebody now, let's say Sean Abaya, because I believe Sean's not playing this game, right, Neil?
Yeah, Sean Abaya is listed as doubtful heading into this matchup per the Big 12 availability report that just came out a couple hours ago. So doubt we see him out on the court tomorrow night.
So if you've got somebody like Sean, who, let's just be honest, there are schools reaching out to him. And let's say there's a couple he likes. He might already packed it up. Like, man, I'm only playing 8 minutes a game anywhere, whatever he's playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just like,
for sure. Yeah.
Some other guys are kind of in that same boat. They might be thinking Wes and the staff won't be here next year. So I don't know, man. I think we're at that dangerous territory right now.
Yeah.
Where you could really, really lose an entire team. I don't know. That Arizona State game kind of took the wind out of my sails in terms of, the glimmer of hope and figuring out what they can do. But I'm never going to give up cheering for the guys and cheering for Wes.
Sure.
Like I said, Wes, Chad Dollar, Andre Morgan, Tim Buckley, like on down the line, Comer, like all of them are great people, man.
Yeah.
Just salt of the earth people, and I cheer for them to be successful. But again, and I'm gonna end it on this: sports has a short menu, wins and losses, period. And that's kind of where we are. We will see what happens versus Baylor. You listen to the Bearcat Tip-Off Talk podcast presented by Donahue Accounting Services. Let's jump into the Twyman segment. This is where we cover hot topics. And thanks to Neil Meyer, This was a Neil Meyer lob. So, what do you think the reception will be like for former Bearcat and current Baylor player Dan Skillings? JT, we're going to start with you in a second, but also when we get to Neil, let's get an update on how some of the players that played with the Bearcats last year that got in the portal and are playing at other schools. So, JT, we'll start with you. What type of reception will Dan Skillings get?
Hey, man, I think because of the way the season's going, they're going to boo him. I just think
They
like,
mad at everybody.
they mad at everybody. You know what I mean? You know how like you know like somebody like you got some good news. You know what I mean? Like they just got some like negative something negative to say. That's gonna be the Bearcat fans. That they gonna be like, Dan Skillings, he ain't got nothing to do with it no more. And they gonna be like, boo this man. You ain't here for some marijuana? No, but they gonna boo him. They gonna boo him, bro. Like they booing him. They booing him because they about to boo like everybody. I don't even know who might not get booed, but he gonna get booed. He gonna catch a stray.
Everybody
they're like, hey, we didn't win when you were here. Like we wanted to win, so you gonna get booed. That's what's gonna happen, man. It's nothing to do with Dan. Like I don't think he left. On no bad terms or anything like that per se. Like
Yeah.
technically they shouldn't boo him, but they're gonna boo him because they're mad. They're mad at everything right now. It's cold outside. It's 20 degrees of snow. They at the game because they already paid for the tickets. We 10-10. We just lost to Arizona State. Like they just booing, and then he like shit. Baylor the weather's probably better in Baylor, so they probably didn't check that. Like, dog, hold on. Waco is what? It's 60 degrees in Waco, 50 degrees. They pissed. So he about to be a victim of circumstance, man. It's gonna be all negativity.
Good point. Neil?
Yeah. So for me, obviously Dan's been so good to us when he was here at Cincinnati. That was one of our guys. He was always great to interact with and cover. JT and I have actually got to know Dan since, what was that, JT, his junior year of high school? So we've known him for quite some time, been able to develop a good relationship. That's my guy. But I would hope they wouldn't boo him just because he did give everything he had for Cincinnati, just didn't work out in the end. But with how things are going, like JT mentioned, I would not be surprised if they do boo him. But in the end, I expect him to get a decent amount of love from the fan base. I wouldn't be surprised if they do like a little pregame thing to interact with him. Him and Wes have a great relationship as well. So people forget that was Wes Miller's first big time recruit to come to Cincinnati, and they still have that relationship as well. Because I think I've shared this on the pod a couple of times. It was an off the record incident at Big 12 Media Days where we were actually catching up with Dan, talking about life and how the transition's been. And Coach West walked over. Those two chatted for about 35 minutes, just off the record, checking in. Like they still have that good father-son relationship kind of thing. And Dan's always been open about how much he appreciates Wes and the relationship they have. So they still have that good relationship. I'm sure there's going to be some pregame hugs, some pregame love from the University of Cincinnati. So I know he's excited to get back here. He did tell me at Media Days that he probably was going to get pretty emotional walking back to Cincinnati because of what this city meant. He said he feels like after basketball's done, he could come back to this city, start a family, and take that next step of life here in Cincinnati. So that says a lot about what Cincinnati meant to him. So to hear that, I really hope they don't boo him, because once you get to know him on the personal level like JT and I have, you have that good relationship with him, and you want to root for a guy like that. So I hope they don't boo him. But with how things are going right now for Cincinnati basketball, they'll find any reason to boo. And unfortunately, we're probably going to hear the boo birds tomorrow night for Dan.
Well, so I think, JT, you make great points. I could see what you're saying. Neil, I would sit on the side with you that I hope Bearcat fans wouldn't boo him. I could also sit. The game's at 6:30. People might be stuck in traffic and not get there in time to boo him during the starting lineups, right? And people just not there.
He'll be like,
hey, just he'll look around like, man, there's nobody.
It'll be like the Fresh Prince meme.
Hey, how crazy would it be if they boo him and he goes off for like 30 tomorrow. How crazy would that be?
That would be crazy.
That would if we were to lose and he drops 30 plus, whew, man,
Oh, man.
it would.
Oh, man.
We are Sam Cassell, Tyrone Hill.
Yeah.
Like we're shopping ranks. Like
yeah.
put them all together.
What's my girl Leslie Jones? You know what I'm saying? Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg. I hate Whoopi Goldberg. I hate back and forth Whitaker's neck.
Oh man, yeah. It's kind of trying to think of somebody else that's just like, yeah. It's like I should say, like not made for HD All Stars. That's what we gonna be on, man. It's gonna be, you know, HD. You can see stuff real clear, but it's about to get real unfathomable around here. Real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We've been in
Thriller.
Yeah, definitely the Thriller. Yeah, it's been. Wait a minute, hold on, Neil.
I do know what the Thriller is. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking.
Because you would have got defunded.
Yeah,
I've already been defunded, but if you don't know Michael Jackson, then I would have got off the pod right now.
Okay.
All right.
A little black box down there at the bottom.
Yeah, we was about to mute everything.
Yeah. Listen. As much as we talk about the Bearcat fans, the majority of the Bearcat fans like get it. They're great. They're a great fan base. The section I sit in at the games, man, great people around me. Like the best people. I don't hear them boo West when it starts. They long-time season ticket holders, just great people. So, I mean, I hope they don't boo him. I could see him just catching strays because I think if the season was going really well,
he wouldn't
get booed.
Yeah, I don't think it would be a chance if everything was going smooth. He don't deserve to get booed personally, but that's my guy. Dan, he ain't never did nothing wrong to me. Good dudes, peoples are cool. Uncle's my guy too. But yeah, man, it's just the season going so bad. I think he just gonna catch a stray, man. It's gonna suck because you don't deserve it.
And people forget too that Wes and Dan's relationship goes so far back that Wes was going to go get his hair cut in Philly from Dan's uncle. Like people forget that's how that relationship started. Like that's how close those two are.
Yeah,
like Wes and his family are really close. So did you know that, Meach?
I don't even want to see that haircut.
Not Meach. Wes went out there to Dan's family like on the recruiting trips and let his uncle like give him a fresh cut and everything.
He cut it?
His uncle owns a barbershop out there.
Oh man, I think I got to see the picture of this cut. Hopefully, he didn't like give him the taper underneath and oh man, gave him a couple lines, gave some what do they call it, texture, whatever.
Hook them up. Now, but yeah, that's probably gonna get booed, man. They mad.
That first bucket, he's going to get booed for sure.
They are mad about everything you see right now. I mean, for the most part, I'm telling you, man. I post stuff and then just like, I just post it and then I like, if it's reasonable, I'll respond. If it's not, I kind of just I'll let them vent because the people are just pissed, man.
Yep, and it could get, man. This is the game, in my opinion, that it's going to tell a lot. It's going to tell a lot because I know a lot of people are. The scuttlebutt is the buyout. Like, okay, when do you fire Wes Miller? Is it in the season? Like that's what everybody's kind of talking about.
Yeah,
like okay, money doesn't grow on trees, in Clifton, so might as well wait to the end of the year. Blah blah blah. But I know on the other side, like. You lose to Baylor, you get killed by Houston. It's going to be ugly then at West. It's like, really going to be like
it's going to get because you're 2-7, you got no shot of running the table. I mean, like just being real. It's just the conference is too real. to run a table and just be like, we about to just win out. Like anybody that believes that, like they own some super power drugs that you probably don't want to touch because they ain't something. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of energy drink that's gonna make you have a heart attack very soon, or you're on a super drug that you probably can fly because you can fly like R. Kelly. But yeah, because this is about to get right. Hey, him as a person and him as a musical genius. Okay, we can get that because he is a musical genius, man. You know,
R. Kelly.
You gotta separate. Sometimes you gotta separate the people. Like the people.
I've had to learn how to do that.
You gotta separate them, man. Some people are just like bad, or you meet somebody and they're like XYZ person, and they're like super like, I don't know. You like, damn. So you separate. Like, all right, it's a good player. I don't like you, or you know what I mean, vice versa.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Artists, but the artists, they get in so much trouble. Like they be like,
so many of them. Like you look at like, I mean, R. Kelly, pre getting in trouble, he was my favorite R&B artist. Like, bro, like,
legit.
Like, I have every R. Kelly all the way back to Public Announcement. Like
R. Kelly was
everything.
Like his music is undeniable, but there were signs early. I just was too young. There were very, very early signs.
We ignored them. We ignored them. We went.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. He wanted to marry a 15-year-old. It's okay.
Hey,
that's crazy.
Hey, JT, there'd be a sign. JT, there'd be a sign, but then he hit you with "Step in the Name of Love."
It's okay.
It's okay. Step in the love.
Like that Boondocks. He said, I gotta miss my next R. Kelly album because y'all want to put him in jail for being on somebody.
Oh, man.
Snap. But yeah, man. It's
there's one person I can't separate. I cannot separate.
Who?
Man, and my buddy keeps telling me you gotta separate. Man, Kanye West, man. I can't even listen to his music anymore, man.
I can only listen to like his older music, and then I don't listen to like I used to like. It should be like heavy rotation, and now I just like if it comes on.
I've never been able to get into his music,
but his old music was
top
tier
bangers. But I can't even like.
It's so hard.
Off the like, it just hurts me to even like.
Yeah, it's hard. Like I don't listen to the Watch the Throne like that. That album is fire, and I'll be like if something comes on, I don't skip it, but I don't seek it out like I used to. I used to like.
I'm with you.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like his
funny story, real quick. I'm not going to say the school. I'm at a high school basketball game, and this was a couple weeks ago. My boy is the athletic director at the school.
Okay.
And they play music during the warm-ups.
Yeah.
Man, he started playing some P. Diddy. And listen, the assistant athletic director went like this. You gotta cut that. He was like, what? He was like, P. Diddy. He was like, oh. They took it off, man. It was all about the Benjamin. Like, and that's a banger too.
It's a banger, man. Like hey man, he been getting away. People, I guess, man.
Yeah, P. Diddy.
I don't ever want to have enough money where it make you. You shouldn't. Hopefully, money shouldn't change you, but it obviously does, or just amplifies like your bad traits, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But I don't ever want to have enough money where like can't nobody like tell me, like be like, hey, you tripping, dog, or like where you just be like, oh, I got enough money, just throw money at people. You know what I mean? Like I would hope I can be like the same person I am like now. If I had like millions and close to billions of dollars. I mean, it can jade you, I guess, but hopefully you got some good grounding where you just like don't think you're above people like that.
What's the quote? The more money reveals the real you.
Yeah.
The more money you get, you start to see the real person. The more you get, do you become more philanthropic? Do you use it to help others? Do you, help your family and stuff like that? But you start to see people like to me, the downfall of Drake was he got so rich and powerful that he just had a bunch of yes men in Toronto, just like,
Yeah.
When it's just like, nah, Drake, that ain't it, bro.
Ain't the move. Ain't the
That ain't
move.
the move, man. Now you've got Metro Boomin, you got Future, you got Kendrick, you got
Yeah.
like all these people were turning. I mean, Chris Brown, like, hey, man, if everybody else is crazy, you're the one that's insane. Like,
True.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, man. It's wild, super wild. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't ever want to be like that because like I didn't realize like I know I'm off the rocker route. I'll try to end it with this. Like the documentary, like the way he was like
Which doc?
releasing like the Puff Daddy.
Oh, I couldn't watch it, bro.
Hey, it's actually good.
I heard. I couldn't watch
It's
it.
real good, but then it just like amplifies like how much stuff he did that people just turn to blind eye or like just kind of like, you know what I mean? And it's like, damn, like this dude, like we used to say stuff, but then you'd be like to actually see it like that, you're like, damn, we were right about some stuff, and then some stuff you didn't even know he was doing crazy stuff, like how he treated like Biggie's like people. He literally like did the funeral and like used it and made his estate pay for it essentially.
Well, they came out and said that wasn't true.
Okay, good. I hope so. Okay.
So Biggie's family came out and said that was
okay. They said that in the doc. Okay.
Because they were on Breakfast.
Okay, that's cool.
And Charlemagne said that they reached out to Charlemagne and said, "Hey, can you debunk that that's not true?" So
okay, that's good. Okay, that's crazy if that's the truth. I was like, bro.
Yeah, but it wouldn't surprise me. But
yeah, a lot of other stuff was on there. I was like, dog, this is crazy. Pay some people, dog. Pay some people.
Is that the one 50 Cent did?
Yeah.
That's another one, man. I had to separate the person from the music because "Get Rich or Die Trying" is one of my favorite hip hop albums. Like,
it's a good,
Many Men, man. That album is, but man, 50, man, it's just like, I don't know, man. He's a lot. He's a lot
for sure. Yeah.
Because I always feel like 50 Cent got to the point where he put himself in a business situation where he became powerful, and all he did was he goes after people that were seen to kind of be on his level, especially black men.
Yeah.
And tries to push him down.
Yeah.
Notice who he always goes after.
Nah, you're right, though. Nah, he does. Because he be trying to take like shots at Jay sometimes. You be like, bro, he ain't got nothing to do with none of this. Like,
nothing.
If something gonna happen with him, this guy is gonna. I hope not. Hopefully he's flying above board. But like but 50 Cent wants something though, boy.
Man,
he gonna be on his bumper.
Man, you ain't lying about that.
Yeah.
Well, hey Neil, let's next podcast, let's do an update on players that got in the portal and left UC and how they're doing. We'll do a little bit more in depth next time since we're running a little bit.
My bad.
That's not all good. It was all good stuff.
Sounds good. That works for me.
Hey Neil, you ever heard this song before?
No. See, you got to understand, stepping is not just a dance; it's a culture.
I think maybe like once or twice.
I know.
One thing's sure.
This is a
musical
genius, man.
Every wedding.
Wouldn't want around my daughter though.
Fellas, this concludes another great podcast. Thanks to all of our sponsors, Donahoe Accounting Services, Purple Monkey Project, and Oakley Greens. I got to end it on that one, dog. Bearcat Tip-Off Talk podcast presented by Donahoe Accounting Services. For friendly expert tax advice whenever you need it, come to Donahoe Accounting Services, a leading accounting firm in Cincinnati, Ohio. Our top-notch accountants strive to help you resolve all your financial and tax issues. Call Donahoe Accounting Services today for a free consultation at 513-528-3982 or visit online at DonahoeAccountingService.com. Thanks for listening to another episode of the Bearcat Tip-Off Talk podcast presented by Donahoe Accounting Services. Go Bearcats.